What's up, guys? Welcome to the video. So today we're going to be discussing why I hated being a personal trainer. So before I was doing full-time nutrition coaching, I did nutrition coaching and in-person training when I lived in Colorado and I was going to school out there. When I moved to Georgia, I stopped personal training just because it takes so long to really build up a clientele and get that base set that I'm not going to be here long enough, or I'm not going to really be able to work enough while in my doctorate program to be able to commit the time to build up that clientele again. So when I moved here, I started my LLC for my online coaching business rather than working for other people, and that's where all my effort goes to now. But I was a personal trainer for years before that. So I got my first introduction to training people when I was in the Marine Corps. I was in charge of training overweight Marines or out of shape Marines to help them get back into military standards. So I would work out with them once or twice a day, help them with their foods, give them advice, things like that, go with them to their weigh-ins each week to make sure that they're on track. And overall, that was my first introduction into it. I pretty much got thrown into the position just because someone above me didn't want to do it and didn't want to go work out with them 1 or 2 times a day. So they pushed it to me because I had good physical fitness test scores, and that was that. So at first I loved it. I loved doing that in the military. I loved being someone that people can come to for advice. I could teach people things, give them my insight into whatever, whether it was training, nutrition. At the time, I really wasn't that good at nutrition, so that really wasn't probably the best idea for them, but it was better than the people I was training. So I was able to give a little bit of insight there, but overall it was mainly the workouts that I did with them. Once I got out, I was like, okay, I really liked doing that. I'm going to get my certification so I can get hired at a gym. So I get my cert, which is a joke. All those certifications are absolute jokes to those companies, whether it's for nutrition or corrective exercise or personal training. They don't really teach you much or anything of high quality. But that's a story for a different day. But anyways, you needed to get hired at a gym. So I get my cert and I get hired at my first gym. Now, mind you, I have no idea how to be a personal trainer. I didn't look up anything online about being your own boss as a trainer, building up a client base, or anything like that. I didn't have any friends that were personal trainers. I knew nothing going in. I basically get hired at this gym, and I'm very naive and expect, just all these clients to just come to me automatically. People are just gonna walk in the door and say, I want a trainer, and they're gonna be like, oh, I want that guy. That really wasn't the case. So I got hired at this gym. Mind you, it was a failing gym. So the manager or owner, whoever I was talking to that hired me, he is just blowing smoke up my ass, hey man, you're gonna make all this money, you could be making 6 figures super quick, all this shit. And I don't know anything, so I'm like, oh, this is awesome. So I start coming in unpaid, so I can start giving away free sessions, start doing consultations, things like that. Just try to get people to meet me and things like that. And I'm having no luck at all. So they give me a stack of papers with past client or past members that have quit and things like that, and they're like, oh, just start cold calling. So what they wanted me to do is they wanted me to bring in more people, for training, and that way they would sign up for memberships and the gym wouldn't be failing anymore. So I spend 3, 4, 5 hours cold calling, getting nothing. Either numbers don't work, people are hanging up on me, people don't want to come in, whatever, no luck. So I do that for 3, 4 days maybe, and I have absolutely nothing. I've wasted all this time doing these cold calls, waiting in the gym, trying to get consults, and the people, no one's signing up for memberships, so I'm not getting people as they're coming in, and I get super fed up and I fucking quit. So I don't even quit, I just stopped showing up, and I never heard from them or anything like that. I just stopped showing up, and this time I'm done with personal training. It sucks, I'm not doing it. Go back to work on a retail job for a little while until a 24-hour fitness opens up right next to my apartment. And since it's a new gym, I'm like, oh, this is good. People are going to sign up. They're going to need personal training. I'm going to be one of the first trainers there. And, I'm good. I'm in shape. I'm intelligent with training. People are going to sign up with me. So I sign up. Things are going good. The gym opens. Whatever, start getting some clients in there. And I quickly realize how much of a scam it is being a trainer at these corporate gyms, whether it's, whatever the corporate gym is. I'm not going to name all of them, but I'm assuming they're all the same compared to how I was. And it's good to get you in because you get in front of a lot more people. However, you don't run your own business. You have to do things by them. You have to read off their scripts. You have to sell way overpriced training packages to people when you're only getting a small cut. You might get 16 or 17 bucks an hour when the client's paying $90 a session. But you do get a commission off the packages you sell. So if you sell, a $1,000 package, you're getting 200 bucks. So it really is a glorified sales position. The gym doesn't really care. You learn really quick. The gym doesn't care about the results you're getting people or anything like that. All they care about is that you're signing up these packages and you're getting people to drop, $1,200 every other month or whatever the hell it is. And I felt very dirty, and I just didn't like the whole feeling of training there. I just felt like it was very scammy. It was just a glorified sales position. It was just, their membership team part 2. And then, I just wasn't a fan. So I ended up getting fired from that job for doing nutrition coaching on the side, which they knew the entire time. The managers would ask me advice, ask me to do diets for them and things like that. And then one day they just decided they were going to fire me over it. So I think it was just because the gym was going bankrupt, but, that maybe I'm just, that's just my ego thinking that. But anyways, I get fired from this job, and then 2-3 weeks later, everything shuts down in the world because it's March 2020, and the gym ends up closing for good and never reopening. So I got hired at another gym afterwards when things start to open up. And this time it's a little different. I start running my own business, and this is the other side of training. You have the first side of training where you're working for a corporate setting. You're not your own boss. You're doing whatever someone tells you to do. And then you have the other side of personal training, which is where the actual money is and where people can actually make a good living. And that is being a private trainer, paying rent at a gym or whatever it is, instead of, working at a corporate facility. And this was a lot better. I could do my own sales pitches my own way. I could do my client evaluations my own way, whatever. I could almost pretty much set my own pricing for my training. And then, it was a lot better, and I was there was only 1 or 2 other trainers at this gym. So it wasn't packed with 20 trainers you had to compete with. And it was just a lot better experience overall. But I quickly realized there was another side of training I really just did not like, that I was getting with online training that I wasn't getting with my in-person clients. And the difference was, when people hire a trainer, they really expect you to fix all of their problems with as minimal effort that they're going to put in themselves. And this isn't everyone, and obviously it depends on the gym you go to. If you're working with athletes and things like that, it's going to be a little bit different. But if you're working with Gen Pop people, most people aren't going to be as passionate about training as you are. They don't want to be there. You're excited about training. You love training. You want to teach them all you know, and you really want to get these people results, but they don't care that much. They're not going to put in the effort. Now, like I said, not everyone, but most people, they really don't want to put in that extra effort. Their biggest thing is coming to see you for an hour a week or 2 hours a week, whatever it ends up being. That's a big step for them. And for them to improve on everything outside of the gym with nutrition and everything else like that, getting good sleep, managing their stress, most people don't go that extra mile. So you end up getting, the same clients really don't progress that much. There are some who are going to progress a lot, and it's going to be, feel really good. And that's really one of the best sides. One of the best parts about being a personal trainer, one of the good things, is you are going to teach some people. You are going to get some people some really good results, people who really do want to put in that effort. You're going to make a small difference in a lot of people's lives, but the vast majority, that just isn't really the case. And maybe, I only did it for a few years, so maybe I just wasn't in it long enough. I didn't get clients at the right in the right demographic and things like that. It probably depends on your area, but like I said, this is just my experience. Online training, the people that come to me are a lot more willing to put in an extra effort, focus on all different areas of their life rather than that just, that 1 hour of training. And yeah. Anyways, my camera's about to die, I just noticed. So I'm going to sum it up right there. That is my experience as a trainer. Missed a lot of stuff in there probably. Maybe I'll make another part to this. But if you have any questions about training or anything like that, link to my website down below. Please like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching.